He used local aluminum. He used local labor to construct it. And he was able to, he only had to import 2 ingredients for the panel, which was glue and the solar cells themselves. And he's able to get a great deal on the cells because he bought them essentially factory reject cells from the West. So these were cells that worked fine, but maybe they had a blemish or a cosmetic problem in them, so you couldn't sell them in America, but they work just great, and he's able to make panels that function terrific over in Mali.
Sounds very exciting for that film, for your documentary. I'm sure it will be a very exciting thing to watch. What's the response from people when they have seen it?
Well, people are excited.
When did you produce the documentary?
Well, we filmed it in 2005, and we've been working on it ever since. And now it's ready. We're doing the festival circuit with it, so we're showing in festivals. And
so 2005 and now, then things have even improved some more.
Yeah, he's really been able to expand his business. He's expanded what he's doing in a lot of different areas, and he's getting bigger contracts. So
okay. And so when is this going to be shown at the film festival? When is your film going to be shown?
We're going to show it at the New York African Film Festival on Wednesday, April 7th at 5:45 p.m. and also Tuesday, April 13th at 3 p.m. And that's both at the Walter Reed Theater, which is on
Lincoln Center.
Yeah, Lincoln Center, 65th Street between Broadway and Columbus.
So
Columbus? Definitely 65th Street.
It's Broadway and 9th Avenue, I think, or 10th Avenue.
Yeah, it's west of Broadway on 65th Street. Yeah.
Yes, and there are other films. Do you know of the other films being shown?
I don't know much about the other films. What I do know is that the theme is independent Africa because 17 African countries are turning 50 years old this year.
Right. Oh, okay.
And they wanted to base the theme on how Africa can be independent and how Africa already is independent.
Yeah. So some of the titles. Do you remember any of the titles of the other films?
Good question.
They sent me a whole lot, like I was telling you, it clogged my mailbox for email. So I didn't print them all, but there are many of them. Yours is the Burning in the Sun.
Yes.
And how many minutes is it?
It's an hour and 20 minutes.
And it's in what? English, or
it's in a combination of English, French, and Bambara and Italian.
Bambara is one of the.
Bambara is the local. Bambara is Mali's main language.
Bambara is the main language. Okay. Okay. So, and who are some of the actors in the film, in the documentary?
Well, the main
Daniel is what? Daniel Dembele, right?
Yeah, Dembele.
Yeah.
Daniel's the focus of the film, but there's a number of he himself is very interesting, really passionate guy, has a lot of strong feelings about Africa and African independence, and also there's a whole range of interesting people in the film. There's 2 engineers who come over to help him. One is Richard Comp, who's a solar physicist from America who spends his entire life traveling around helping people in different parts of the world start businesses building solar panels. And he's a very eccentric, interesting guy. And then he has a student named Carolina, who's Nicaraguan, who's a gifted scientist, very young, who's actually at her young age was a world expert in a particular form of solar engineering. So they help him, and they have an interesting dynamic. And also, there's Daniel's mom, who is a very, key person, and Daniel's best friend Kuyate, who's another who factors into the film.
How about music? Is there any music in the film?
There's a wonderful composer, Ronen Landa. He composed the music after the fact, and he incorporated a Malian kora player who helped out with the music and just did beautiful songs.
Okay, so I'm here with Morgan Robinson, who is co-director of the film Burning in the Sun Burning in the Sun, and it's one of the films showing at the African Film Festival coming up at Lincoln Center. Okay.
I just wanted to add one thing is if anyone wants to find out more information about Daniel's work, you can go to www.practicalsmallprojects.com. That's the organization that helped him set up his business. And if you want to find out more about the film, you can go to www.burninginthesun.wordpress.com. And one last thing is you can buy tickets online to the festival, to our film and also any other film at the festival, by going to www.filmlink.com. And that's spelled FILMLINC.com.
And also you can call 212-721-6500. That's the Walter Reed Theater box office. Well, you have the last word. We're coming to the end of the interview. If you have anything more to say before we sign off.
Great, thanks. I have one more thing to say, which is what I hope our film will be able to do is question the convention of charity. When people are trying to help Africa, what's helpful? Is it helpful to give and have organizations that are giving and doing big projects that are big development projects, giving to governments, giving to big NGOs that go in and do large projects? Or is it helpful to have small projects, micro enterprise, where
local
people are building their own businesses, and small loans are made, and little by little things add up. So, or maybe there's a combination of both. But I want our film. I hope our film will make people think about that.
Okay, and I think Dr. Richard Comp has been really very helpful in this thing.
Dr. Comp's work is really phenomenal, and he's a very special person.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested in solar energy, seriously, and I will look into it. I'll try and see the film maybe on the 13th, you said, right?
Great. We hope to see you there.
Okay. Again, thank you for coming, Mr. Morgan Robinson.
Thanks a lot.
And the film, again, is Burning in the Sun. And well done. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.